Hello, my name is Annelise Dodd, and I love movies. My love for movies started when I was very, very young and when I would watch VHS tapes in my grandma's basement. I watched a lot of animated films. My first live action I think I ever watched was E.T., and I remember being terrified but also amazed. I loved going to the theater lots after that, and I think that's when I first fell in love with live action movies. It wasn't long until I decided to make my own little movies around elementary school. All I needed to be my own little director was a couple stuffed animals and dolls, an iPad, and my imagination. Making those little movies in elementary school was something I did outgrow, but my interest in movies never went away, not even when I went into high school. I kept watching movies, a lot of them, and as I got older, my taste expanded to things I never enjoyed before. I started watching horror movies, gangster movies, thrillers, and it was amazing because it was like I discovered this incredible thing all over again. I made new friends who encouraged me to experiment with my self-expression and delve deeper into my love for film. I spent lots of time researching, whether it be watching more movies or learning about film theory. I learned a lot about cinematography and what it means to be behind the camera. I learned that so much more went into movies than just the acting. The framing and the composition of shots were responsible for making the audience feel the way they feel. And that's when I learned that a future working behind the camera would be for me.
Get back to work! Deadline's any time now. Get back to work.
What's wrong?
This is me. My name is Asma Al-Jak. This is my room. These are some of my favorite books. This is my door of film. And these are my most prized possessions, my memory boxes. These are the 5 most important things in my memory boxes. First is my Chop Junior apron. I went in the show at the age of 11 when I had a cooking obsession. I remember for the competition I made a Sudanese dish called mulkhiyya to represent my country. It was pretty good, but since my Chop Junior days, my cooking skills definitely need some fine-tuning. Next is this postcard from France that my best friend Maya got me. Maya and I have been friends since we were 12, and Maya always brings me something back from France when she goes. I love the gifts I get from Maya because they're from her home country, and I like the fact that she wants to share that with me. This is my DVD player. It's over a decade old and doesn't work anymore, but I hope to pass it down to my younger brothers, Mohamed and Hassan. This DVD player was all I used when I was younger to watch my favorite films on repeat. Sadly, my brothers don't really understand the hype and rather use their iPads, but I hope that one day I'll be able to pass it down. This is an antique ceramic cat that I got from my mom, Dr. Khalid. She's known to be an antique item collector. In fact, last month she went on a trip to Egypt and came back with these. I cherish all the ceramics my mom gives me because they remind me of my culture, and I hope to take them with me when I move so that I can have a bit of home wherever I go. The last item is a jalabiya, which is a Sudanese house dress. I got this from my grandmother, Mama Noel. I swear this jalabiya is all I need whenever I feel homesick and miss my grandma. It helps that every now and then, when she figures out how to, Mama Noel will send me a voice memo. All 5 items are precious to me because they remind me of my identity and the things that I love, my hobbies, my family, and my friends. As my boxes overflow, I must eventually buy a new one to make room for the next batch of memories, for the new experiences I'll make, and the new places I'll move to.
While working on my This Is Me video, I came to a revelation. I did not like the direction it was heading in. My initial idea was to make it extremely sports-centered. It consisted of running, soccer, basketball. Running, soccer, basketball. Running, soccer, basketball. Running, soccer, basketball. Suffice to say, it felt lackluster, incomplete, insufficient. This was not me, or at least not all of me. But why? Well, it's because I forgot one very important aspect. What you just saw is a snippet of one of my favorite videos I've ever created. You know what's funny about this video? This video was shown in front of the entire school, but no one knew that I was the one who made it. And when I told people, no one believed me. No one knew that I liked to do such a thing, or that I even could. I have very fond memories of this video, shooting random clips, and just having a good time. But no one would have thought, and this wasn't just a one-off thing.
Morning.
What a sequence. This sequence you just saw is another favorite of mine for many reasons. It was the first video I was asked to make by an official sustainability development club at ASD. That memory of being asked is seared into my brain as it represented something to me. Being recognized not only as the guy who runs a lot, but as a video editor and a producer. The original intro to this video would have made you believe that couldn't be me. The original intro was me just running around the block, putting my shoes on, saying, "This is me, tying my shoe, getting ready for my routinely run." But I still think it's important to show as an outro. I love running, and I love playing sports, and I can't forget about it, just like how I can't forget about me making videos. Because if I forget about one, then it just isn't me. So combine them together. That is me.
Hello? Officer? Yeah, I just got in. No, she left. Okay, I gotta go.
You don't deserve
You
to
will
be here.
never deserve
I can't
to
believe
be
they
here.
even let you in.
Time to go now. I need these grades. Okay. No!
Every day since the pandemic had started, each day feels repetitive. I do the usual routine, you know, wake up, go to school, come home, finish my homework, eat dinner, and then back to sleep. The simple routine, but it seems to get more tiring each day. It's like reliving the same day over and over again. People sometimes ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? My response, I'm just trying to make it to Friday. They laugh. But seriously though, the days all feel the same. I consistently feel like I'm never at ease. Maybe it's because of how fast time seems to be going now. I often think about summer season, time off school where those 2 months feel like forever, but they energize the soul. The sights I see in nature, the great food, the time spent with family and friends.
1, 2, 3.
Mostly it's the memories created. Even when I'm not traveling, I choose to make the best out of every day. Each minute, every second, is very valuable in the loop of 24 hours.
Well. This ain't the first time I catch you stealing, Khalid al-Kawari.
Yeah, I know, mister.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yeah, I know, mister. You're too big.
I know we've had our past, Khalid. But that won't stop me from shooting you.
Ameer, can you get that?
Nah, Mo, can you get that?
Nah, if it's important, they'll send a voicemail. Just leave it.
Thank you for calling Ghost Hunter Industries. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, this is Sam from 25 Baker Lane. I think there's a ghost in my house. Can someone send help, please, as soon as possible?
Ronaldo's so clear. Listen, I get what you're saying, right? Ronaldo has power, but Messi, he just
Guys, what? Why are we talking about this? We need to stay focused.
Oh yeah.
Kill my whole mood. Listen, I got a plan to catch the ghost, right? It's absolutely genius.
Let's hear it.
In Lego Ninjago Season 6, it's the ghost season, right? Hey, where are you going, bro? Where'd you go? You doing my plan?
No.
Thank you. Who are you?
Me? I'm in your group.
No, we have exams.
Come on, it's just, I need something. It's like a break almost, you know, just to play.
You're gonna get distracted. It's not a good idea. We have to study.
Oh, come on, 10 minutes, just 10.
10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, I'm being definitive. 10 minutes.
Got it. Bye. Hello? This can't be happening. Okay, relax. Just breathe. They're gonna be back anyways. There's janitors. You're not locked in here forever. You just have to wait it out and hope for the best. Probably not back. I swear. There's no cell signal either. It's sweaty. I swear. Oh, will you shut up, will you? I need to think. Come on.
We seriously have to go. It's been like 15 minutes, I think.
Hello and welcome to the 19th annual auctioneering event. Today, we'll be auctioning the Duck by Sully. Let's start the bidding off with $200,000. Who wants to bid?
250.
250,000 on once.
300.
300,000 from the gentleman back here. 400. 400,000 sold.
Look, man, I won the auction, but I don't have the facilities to pay for it. I need you to steal it. You're not marrying it, so you got me anything, boss.
Now, tomorrow at 8 AM, when the gallery is being cleaned, the auctioneer will move the artwork into the heavily guarded box. There will be a lot of artwork, so be mindful not to break or alarm any of their traps. The auctioneer has to be recognized by the guard that is posted by the artwork, which they regularly shift every 6 hours so that they are always on high alert. These guards are highly trained, so you can never underestimate them. Additionally, this gallery has 24/7 surveillance cameras that can see you. We can temporarily disable them for under 3 minutes. This guard has a specific routine which will allow you to slip by and steal the artwork. We have chosen this specific time window since the guard drinks a lot of water despite having a small bladder. At precisely 8:37 AM, this guard will have to go to the toilet briefly. This is our chance. Here you take advantage and exit the staircase and easily steal the artwork, and voila, it's all ours.
High school was 4 years of hard work. 4 years of ending and beginning friendships. 4 years of insurmountable joy and incomparable struggle. High school was a journey. We grew as individuals, once youths and now entering adulthood as full-fledged members of society. But before becoming adults, we begrudgingly completed math assignments and wrote 1,000-word essays that required several all-nighters. We attended PE classes and cherished team sports, all while building lifelong connections with our peers and teammates. And for the last 2.5 years, we handled high school and a pandemic. We balanced online school and hybrid schedules for most of our senior year. For 2.5 years, we lived in complete uncertainty in regards to when our lives would finally return to normal. It was completely out of our hands. For a time, we stayed away from our friendships. We struggled with our mental health and balanced school and the pandemic to the best of our ability. And now we have to chalk it up to an experience, to a hardship in our life, to a mere bump in a road, and a complete 180 shift from normalcy. We got on Zoom from 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, submitting assignment after assignment after countless hours of dedication. But we made it. We made it together. We grew as a group, and we will graduate as such, leaving the school behind with a legacy formed from our triumphs, failures, and hardships. Over the course of the past 4 years, it's been chaotic, cherishable, and crazy. But congratulate yourself for what you've accomplished and how far you've come, because life moves quickly. And as my senior quote states, live la vida loca. We've been living a crazy life up until now, and we should continue to do so. So go on and live la vida loca.
This is where I spend most hours of the day, sitting, watching, typing, laughing, even crying. My desk is a sanctuary, the confines of which I can be me, unadulterated and unfiltered. The tabs I browse here are indicative of my headspace most of the time, meaning that some things are in order, but most things are not. This is a tour of my sanctuary, of my bubble, of my tabs, of me. First off, my Spotify. This is open in the background of everything I do, meaning at least 16 hours of every day. Podcast and music galore. Anytime I need to focus and keep my mind off of a particularly tough day, I know that Spotify's got my back. Gmail is primarily full of college spam, constantly reminding me of the existential dread that is early application deadlines and school assignments. It's a cesspool of most of my worries, but without it, I'm nothing. As a student, anyways. Could definitely do without it otherwise. Google Drive is where everything is kept, mostly where club stuff goes. Constantly reminds me of how much I've loaded myself with things to do in order to distract myself from a constant looming sense of fear and aloneness. I go here whenever I want to work, but not on the things I should be working on. It's a sanctuary of its own, I suppose. YouTube. Need to stay away from productivity altogether? YouTube has my back. Gaming, music covers, video essays, the myriad of audio and visual media selections has me losing track of time as we speak. Instagram, where my friends and I reside in a cesspool of lost brain cells and tomfoolery. Half the time we talk in gibberish and awful puns and your mom jokes, but it's fun. We're all a bunch of nerds and geeks making the most obscene jokes you could imagine. We get to be a little stupid around each other when we want to. We get to see comfort in one another when we need to. And we get to stay up until 11:59 finishing language and literature homework when we have to. Twitter. This is where I run wild, like most people who have a Twitter. While I find comfort in a group of phenomenally smart yet silly friends, the fandom community has been where I can indulge in my hobbies and passions without the constraints or fear of being judged. My time on Twitter is a time when I get to geek out over lyric meanings, music video motifs, and upcoming concert dates that I'll never get to go to physically, but hey, at least we're sharing illegal streaming links like it's Miami in the 80s. It gets so incredibly fun and awful on Twitter, and it's frankly exhilarating, especially when you're in a community of music chart nerds who have genuinely good discourse about music and industry. This is my desk, which is usually as much of a mess as my tabs. These are the headphones that have saved me more times than I can care to remember. And this is the room where it all happens. This is where I find safety, comfort, and amusement all at once. And this is me.
Grab that chair, please. Hi, Jack.
Why do you call me? Well, I heard some things about you that you might clear up.
Okay, so tell me where you were on the night of October 5th, I believe.
How's that Konoki's?
The restaurant, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't see the point of this meeting.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if you took anything of importance.
Well, I didn't take anything.
We'll see about that. Jack, it'll be better for both of us if you tell me everything you know.
I have nothing to tell you.
Okay. Sure. We'll see about that. Have fun.
Oh my God!
You have a very impressive track record. I mean, ever since you joined this company, you've managed to demonstrate exceeding productivity and loyalty. I believe it's time. As you know, we're a company that deals with multiple international private constituents. And it appears one of our members has had a disagreement. See?
No, thank you.
Will this disagreement affect our next deals?
Yes. We'll have to change location.
And the scheduled dates?
Sir?
Our upset partner didn't trust this organization. I believe trust goes both ways. Do you? St. Louis. Lots of blood there.